I hear a lot of people talking about or complaining or just mentioning that they're having issues with the Extreme Z area where you EZA the new Hercule and the new BABIDI. There's a lot to talk about in this video, from things like how to actually get this done, especially if you're new to the game, but also just how to avoid things like this in the future. But again, I know it's not a lot of people's fault, and again, I'm going to explain everything. And only if you find this video helpful, then consider subscribing to the channel. Road to 70k. I'm so used to saying 60k. Road to 70k. And again, things like that, things like goals like that are things that only you can make possible. So thank you again for all of your love and support. Let's actually hop into this video. So this Extreme Z area is pretty tough, because it requires a lot of character. No, sorry, that's not true. It requires some of this roster of characters. You don't have to bring everyone, obviously, just a combination of anyone to make an actual team. But the issue is that many people don't have many of these units, okay? Which I will say is definitely understandable. But just so we're clear, many of these characters that you see before you are actually free to play. Meaning that as long, if you've been, let's say you're not new to the game and you've been playing for a while, these are the things that you have to have done, because like I always mention, you never know what free-to-play unit is going to be of use to you. Let's say you said, I don't care about the Super Saiyan 3 Goku here, who needs to grind him? But now you only have one character left that you don't have, and he's like the easiest to obtain. If you just got it done, you would have been good to go, right? So if you're not new to the game and you can't do this, it's probably because you had an opportunity to grind these characters and you willingly said, I don't care about that. So moving on in the future, if you want to avoid things like this and you're playing this game, feel free to grind and take advantage. These celebrations last for like a whole month, you know? So just grind maybe one copy a day and you're good to go. Awaken that character, rainbow them, easy them whenever you want, but make sure to get it done. Now, for those of you who are completely new to the game, if you're struggling with this, it makes a lot of sense, because again, many of these characters are free to play, but it's hard to actually beat this. Sorry. It's hard to actually beat this if you don't have many of these characters. So in this video, I'm going to show you where to obtain some characters, which events are more worth it to actually focus on, and which event can actually give you most of these characters, or I guess a good portion of these characters. Now, keep in mind that if you have any of these summonable characters, so let's say the Int Hercule here is a great summonable character, who is essentially like a massive tank, right? If you have him, definitely include him on your team. He is a massive must run. If you have, if you have 1,000-day Goku, then if you have 1,000-day Goku, you should be able to get this done. That's all I'm gonna say. And if you can't, then again, there could be an issue somewhere. I'm not like judging or anything, but you know, we have a lot of work to do. If you have this Goku or this Super Saiyan 3 Goku, both of them are STR, so they can really help you with the Hercule side of things. If you have any of these characters, Easy 8, if they're not Easy 8, it may not be too great, but it's definitely better than nothing, right? So if you have any of these characters, they could also be just a decent option. Just again, showing you some summonable characters first. But yeah, any summonable characters will definitely triumph some of these free-to-play characters, just to, you know, keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and focus on level 12, stage 12, the Hercule side of things, where you're going to be facing a physical enemy. And remember that most of these characters, if not all of them, are on the Majin Buu saga. So what we want to do is look at the Majin Buu saga category and take a look at who can we really run as leader here. And our two options, actually technically three options, are this LR, BABIDI, and Deborah, who is a reward card from the Battlefield Memory Shop. If you do Battlefield, you can buy a copy of this character. Majin Buu Saga 3 key 130%, definitely a really good lead. So if you can beat the CZ8 and you have enough, this purchase for you can give you a new LR for some new teams. Not a lot of teams, but you know, some new teams, but also can really help you have a decent leader skill to actually take this on, right? This is who I use. So if you have enough Battlefield memory, I do recommend buying this LR from the shop, if of course you can afford it. But if not, we have two other options, but I'm just going to go ahead and flat out recommend the Hercule and Buu character right here. this character was actually available. Let me pull up the no, I think I do have the event open somewhere here. Let me see. Yes, it's this event right here. I believe this event is currently on global right now. It's called Showdown, the Ultimate Final Battle, and you can obtain 3 free-to-play characters, all of which are actually available for you to use, right? We have the Oob character here that you can use. We have the where's the actual character? The Hercule and Buu character from here, and the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. These are the 3 characters that you can actually grind from this event here. I will also mention this: if this Extreme Z area isn't popping up for you, it's because you didn't complete all of the stages required to, like, all the stages for the events needed to actually obtain these characters. So make sure you complete all the stages and all difficulties, and then this Extreme Z area will appear. On top of that, keep in mind that you actually need Hercule on stage 12 and LR Babidi on stage 13. If you don't have LR Babidi, you can't run the event. If you don't have Hercule, you cannot easy a Hercule. So you actually have to have him done. Not when I say done, not like Rainbow or anything like that, but you have to have him awakened to this version of Hercule, and you have to include him on your team. So just that's like already like one unit that you can definitely use, right? Anyways, so this Hercule is actually again available from this event here called Showdown, the Ultimate Final Battle. You have Hercule on stage 1, Goku on stage 2, and then you have Oob on stage 9, and all their medals are right here. So Goku's medals are stage 5, Hercule's are stage 7, and Oobs are stage 10, right? Once you grind up all these characters, this is literally one event that's giving you 3 free-to-play characters, and guess what? If you want to easy them, it's from the same exact, it's like this event, it's like feeding itself, right? Stage 1 allows you to easy the Hercule, stage 2 allows you to easy the Goku, and stage 3 allows you to easy the Oob, and guess what? You're going to need the same amount of characters here, right? But what we don't actually, what many people don't really recognize is that you can use some of these LRs that have been recently added to this for these older stages as well. So you can use, right, like LR Babidi to help you clear some of these other missions as well. And honestly, if I were in your shoes, since I have a little bit of OCD, I would take this one stage at a time. Because remember, when you easy these characters, all it's doing is helping you for whenever they add more stages to this event, just like the Hercule or like the LR Babidi. So if you were doing this from day 1, then you would have all these easy characters that you can use in these 2 stages. So if I were you, since we still have a lot of anniversary time left, not too much time, but decent amount of time, I would go one easy at a time. First, easy, it's going to take you, again, a long time to do this. Not a long time, but a decent grind to do this. But I think if you really want to focus or beat these events, you're going to need some decent characters. Maybe you want to focus on, okay, you know what? My boss is Hercule, he's STR. Let me just focus on Goten, right? Because again, STR characters are going to definitely help in that event, right? Or if your struggle is LR Babidi, you want to focus on physical characters. And unfortunately, the only 2 here are Oob from that event I just showed you, and the new Hercule, right? So it's one of those things where you're gonna have to really pinpoint either to complete the entire event or and this Goku as well, which we'll talk about him in just a second. But you either got to pinpoint which stages can really help you the most, or go one by one, complete the Hercule EZA, then use Hercule's EZA to complete the Goku EZA, then use both of these characters to complete the Oob EZA, use all 3 of these on the same team to complete his EZA, and so on and so forth. And we're gonna again continue talking about this. Since this definitely might be a little bit of a long video, nothing too crazy, but again, just trying to give you as much information as possible without really trying to waste your time. So that's personally what I would do. Again, definitely a little bit of time consumption, but these are the grinds that you need to do, because again, if you don't in the future, when they add yet more stages to this, it's going to even be harder and harder for you to complete it. And at the end of the day, it's free to play. This is not, it doesn't require, you can make a full team of free to play units here. You don't like and beat it. I made a full team, I think, of free to play units, and I beat it. So it's not impossible. It just takes a little bit of grinding from your part. And Dokkan is a grinding game, so if you don't like to grind, this may not be the game for you, especially if you're trying to complete some of these missions to obtain the tickets and stuff like that. So just being real, keep all that stuff in mind. But again, the Showdown event gives you 3 free-to-play characters, you can go ahead and grind up these 3 free-to-play characters right there. You don't really have to easy A them. I don't even know how these units would do without their easy A. But again, that's something for you to try to see. Maybe you can get away with beating this event with non-easy A characters, right? Again, I don't know, since I don't have the non-easy A copies of the characters to actually try it. But again, this event here is going to This event here is going to be able to allow you to grind 3 of the free-to-play characters you need to actually take on this event, as well as give you a lead in this AGL Hercule. Again, one of the best leads, like I was mentioning before, for this event. The question is, what other event can I really focus on that's going to give me a decent amount of characters? And to be completely honest with you, the next event, also make sure that you have Hercule. Right? You actually need Hercule to actually even attempt the Hercule stage, right? But the next event we're going to talk about is going to give you these 3 characters for free. We have the free-to-play Goten, the free-to-play Gohan, and the free-to-play Angel Goku. What's great about these characters is that these 3 specifically, they get stronger with each other on the team and each other on rotation. So again, I don't know if you need to easy A them or not, but like to do this, but remember that again, they do get stronger with each other on rotation, pre and post easy A. The question is, how do you actually obtain these 3? And it's from this event right now that's actually out on a global. Evil Revived, the most fearsome Majin. So what you want to do is, again, you want to run the Majin Buu saga for this event as well as this event to get extra drops, by the way, like extra drops, extra bonus drops, stuff like that. Anyways, so once you complete, or once you're in this event, you want to go to stage 5. This is where you get the gourmet chocolate item, and then you can go into the Baba shop, exchange those gourmet chocolate treasures for a copy of Goten, copy of Goku, or copy of Gohan. It costs 1. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio. 1 chocolate gives you 1 copy of the character. I recommend getting 14 copies of each. That way you can actually rainbow the character and get them to SA10 for free, and then you can awaken them with the medals that are actually available from the event itself. So, I mean, I don't really remember. Let's go to Dokkan previews. You're going to need the Buu medal to awaken Goku, which is available from stage 4. You're going to need the Buu and, I guess, both Buu medals for Gohan, right? Stage 8 and stage 4 for Gohan. And then just the Super Buu medals from stage 8 for Goten. And then some extra awakenings and stuff here. So, those are the medals, and, you know, what... I think it's like 10 or 20 medals you need to awaken each copy. Doesn't really matter, just get the grind done. And look at that, that's just 2 events that we talked about. 2 events giving you literally 6 characters that you can use for this, or you can use these 6 characters I just talked about and try and see, okay, which easy A can I beat? The events he just showed gives me 1 int character. Okay, 2 int characters. Maybe let me try and beat a tech easy A, right? So maybe let me try and beat the level 8 easy A for Gohan and Videl, or the level 6 easy A for the Supreme Kai. Like, what you should be trying to do is do your bet, like, see the characters you have from these events I just showed you, and we're gonna go through all these other events in just a second, but it's just another point I'm trying to get across, is look at the roster of characters you have and see which event you might be able to beat, like most likely beat. So if you have a lot of AGL characters, you might be able to beat the STR. Again, AGL characters from this list, right? You might be able to actually beat the STR Goten EZA. And once you beat Goten's EZA, then you can say, you know what? I have a good STR character now. Let me try beating, I don't know, a physical EZA. So you can even bounce back and forth from all these stages and try beating one after another using the new EZA characters you literally just acquired, and then continue rolling that until you eventually you'll be able to beat all of these stages, and then you can use all those newly acquired characters to take on stage 12 and stage 13 if you're struggling against that. So look at the roster of characters you have, grind the characters I just showed you from both of these events, and see, okay, I have a lot of this type of character. Okay, maybe I can take on the Gohan and Videl ECA. I can beat it, boom. A new int character, okay. Let me take on level 6 and level 8. I just got two new tech characters. Bet. Let me go ahead and take on level 5, that's AGL, and level 1, that's AGL. I got 2 new AGL characters. Let me go ahead and beat the STR EZA. Oh, I got an STR character. Let me use him to beat level 9 and level 3. I got 2 new physical. Let me go ahead and use them to beat, you know, I'm like, it's like kind of like let the effect roll, bounce back and forth maybe, and see what can really help you. Again, I'm just trying to give you different tips here to help you beat this event. Anyways, so those 2 events I just showed you are literally taking care of what, 6 of these characters here. Let's see what other events are available here. So let me pull up. Hold on. Okay, let me pull up you. Let me see which event you're from, just so we can show everyone in case you're confused. Okay, I closed this one out. I don't know why I did that. There's an event called the A Turbulent Start World Tournament Reborn. I think this is available. This is. Let me actually just check my phone. Hold on. Let me pull up Dokkan for you and see if this event is actually currently available. Click Start. Click Event. But anyways, this event is going to give you 2 free-to-play characters using the World Tournament category. You don't have to run this category, but it's gonna make the grind a little bit faster, right? But if you actually take this on, then you're gonna have 2 more free-to-play characters that you can tag onto your team in order to beat this event. So stage 1 gives you the Gohan, stage 2 gives you this Popovich Yama, whatever his name is, and then you awaken them, you know, with the medals on stage 2 and on stage 6. So again, and then you can EZA them from the same exact. Everything is literally located in this event, right? Let me see here. So yeah, Showdown, the final battle. This event is currently out on global right now. This event is also on global right now. This event is also on global right now. So again, they're literally giving you the ability to grind all of these characters. Again, like, they're out. You don't have to use keys for anything like this, right? Also, I was going to say something else there, but my voice kind of died on me. So we're going to just continue here. Let me pull up this event and this event. So, the Great Saiyaman unit. This event is also available on Global Dokkan right now. And on stage 5, you can get the SSR Tech Great Saiyaman 2, and then just awaken them to the Great Saiyaman, just basically Videl and Gohan, right? This is the name of the event. All 4 of these are currently available on Global Dokkan right now. Then we have the Supreme Kai event. So this event is Unknown Battle available? Let me check. Unknown Battle. Yes, this event is, wow, English, dude. This event is currently, I just have so many things I want to say that's coming to my mind that I can't speak, but this event, this event right here is currently available on Global Dokkan right now. If you complete this event, you get 2 more free-to-play characters. You can't actually EZA the West Kai just yet, which, I mean, it's okay. You don't really, you know, it's whatever. But you can awaken and EZA the Supreme Kai here. So if you can, you know, get that done, that'll also help you with this grind as well. All these events are currently on Global Dokkan. Go ahead and delete you. And then what else do we have here? So I showed you how to get essentially all these characters, right? Am I missing anyone? No, I think, let me see. So we have 1 character here. That's 3 in total. That's 6 in total. This event gives you another 3, so that's 9 in total. 10, 11. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. I guess the 11. Okay. 12, 13. Yeah, because the 11th is the Gohan. Okay. So yeah, no, I think we're done here in terms of how to actually farm each one of these characters. So I showed you the event. I proved to you they're all on Global Dokkan. I think I gave you a decent strategy on trying to pinpoint one of the EZAs that you can do, and then use that EZA to complete another one of the EZAs that you can do, and try your best to roll that effect as much as possible. And if you die one event, it's okay. Hop back in and try to beat it. As long as you can beat it, you proved yourself you can do it. Keep running it. Keep trying to beat it. It doesn't matter if you die. As long as you can beat it once, you can beat it again, and then continue powering up those characters to then eventually be able to take on stage 12 and stage 13. They literally make these events so that you can beat them for free. And remember that we're only assuming you have no summonable characters. I think if you're someone who summoned during the anniversary, you might have pulled like let's say one of these Gohans here, right? Or you might have pulled this STR Goku, or you might have pulled one of these summonable characters that may be able to help you, right? So just keep that in mind. Also, I do want to point out these two characters right here, this Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and this Majin Vegeta here. This Majin Vegeta can help against the Babidi fight, and this Goku can help during the Hercule fight, and you actually obtain both of these characters from the Baba shop. 30,000 is all it costs in the Battlefield Memory Shop for at least just one copy. You can buy as many copies as you want, but I mean, having one could definitely be good, and then just to awaken that one. So your SA may be a little bit low, right? This character isn't the craziest of all time, but you know, it's kind of like tough to say. I'm not gonna say this is like the craziest, strongest unit of all time, but another option is another option. This option isn't really that bad. If he could super attack first, he might be like decent defensively, honestly, and then he's going to be receiving attack, so it's like he could do some damage as well. So maybe like try to get him a few SA stages up, like just buy as many as you need, right? These are another just two options for you, so just keep that in mind. But that's essentially it, you know. Like this is again just an event where you're gonna have to grind to get it done, right? There's no cheat codes around this. I mean, I guess you can say if you summon and have many characters rainbow, you'd be able to beat it. I get that. But the point is, those who have these units have probably been playing for a long time, or paying for a long time, depending on which way you want to look at it. But the point is that this event is done, can be done completely for free. The question is, how much grind do you actually want to put into it? So hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully this was able to give you some new insights or anything like that. Again, if you enjoyed it, found value, consider subscribing. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace.